The only person that can make a difference is you. Because without you, the difference will never be made. Society is going downhill. Helping people out and being a brother to the people that count in the world and to the people that need the help in the world is a dead issue. The greed has taken over and society has come to an end. It's a sad situation and I don't see any solution. The next video that we're going to watch is part 2 of what is going on in the world, but there's nothing we can do about it. It's very, very sad. And it's very, very disturbing. Because every day that you wake up, you're one day older. Every day that you stride through the course of living makes you wiser and stronger. It sets your mind and sets your soul to be prepared to be the person that we call the senior citizen. It seems that the older you get, the worse life gets for you. Because that last day of waking up is getting closer and closer. We should have more compassion. We should have more sympathy for the elderly. We should take the elderly in stride just like you would a child or a newborn baby. The senior citizen of today has already been through everything that maybe you and I are going through. Because when you reach a certain age in life, the only thing you're waking up for is one word, and that's survival. I hope the people that are watching this can take it to heart and can understand that you will be in this position one day soon. And to open your eyes and to wake up and to realize that the anger, the frustration, the sadness, and the depression will soon be falling on your shoulders as well. Use this video set as a lesson to be prepared for the hard times to come. This is Pete over at Southwest Rod and Custom. Waking up every day, being wiser, being smarter, and getting prepared. I hope you're doing the same. Come over a couple weeks ago, an old friend of ours, his name's Eddie, and Eddie the van guy, there's his van behind us there, and things aren't looking too good. It's a very, very shame. It's a sad situation, but he's telling me that his wife's basically gave up. Now his wife has cancer, and I'd like to say Eddie's over 80 years old, still working. No, he's in his late 70s. He works 6 days, 7 days a week to provide for his wife, because the medical society, you might call it, is so deranged and so outlandish that Eddie can't afford to even pay the hospital bills to take care of his wife. He's telling me now that his wife has given up. Let's go talk to Eddie. Let's see what's going on. And it's just really, really sad. What's up, Eddie? How you doing today?
Not good.
What happened, dude? What's going on?
Oh, Mom's just getting worse.
Huh? Hey, can you sit right here, Eddie, because you're backlit? There you go. Just kind of turn the chair around. Now, did you work last night, bud?
No, I was off last night.
You were off last night for a chance, huh?
Yeah.
Huh. So what's going on, dude? You just told me that your wife, your lovely wife's given up on the situation. What's up?
She told me today, just forget about her.
She told you this morning to forget about her? Now, she's in the hospital over here. Where at?
Well, she's just being treated, her daily treatment.
Daily treatment of what? What is it? Chemotherapy or
Chemo.
some kind of treat? What are we looking at, Eddie?
Chemo.
Chemotherapy.
Yeah.
Now let's refresh this. Now she's got cancer, right?
Right.
What kind of cancer does she have?
She got cancer on her left breast. They want her to move that off. And
now, how long ago was that, Eddie?
About a month.
Really? That quick, huh? Now, how old is your wife?
She's 65.
And you're 77. Your wife's 65. They found breast cancer approximately a month and a half ago. They took that out, and now the cancer has spread into her body, and she's basically saying, I give up.
Right.
And she told you not to come back and not to bother with her.
No, she didn't say that. She just...
Take it easy, it's alright. Take a deep breath, bud. If you don't want to talk about it, that's okay, Eddie. We don't need to go any farther, dude. Let me get you a napkin. Hang on a second, bud. Here you go. Okay, we'll let Eddie refresh and here you go, bud. You want to go ahead and keep talking, Eddie, or? Because what you're doing here, you're helping people out, bud. You're helping people out that are in the same position you are. Do you understand? It's a hard situation, but there's thousands of people like you out there that are in the same position, Eddie.
Yeah, I understand that.
Do you want to keep going, or?
That's where you're
Huh?
That's where
okay. All right, we'll be back, bud. Okay, so you know, when you're losing a loved one that you've been with most of your life, it's very, very hard and very, very shattering. We'll be back after Eddie. See you later. Alright, what's going on now? We're back with Eddie, the van guy, Eddie, and we've settled down, everything's calm. Let's go ahead and finish this out. Let's talk to Eddie. Let's see what the solutions are to the problems we have in life these days, and see if anything can be even done about it. I don't know. You feeling better?
Feeling better, Pete.
You know, we were off camera and we were talking not just about your wife, but about every senior citizen out there.
That's right.
We were talking about society, this great, wonderful country, United States of America that we live in. Land of the free, home of the brave, am I right?
Right.
And the situation we have, Eddie.
Well, I don't like to go to the doctor with her, the hospital over with her. And but I do to keep my daughters from having to do it all and everything. But you get over there and you look at all them old people. that are in the same situation she is.
Yeah.
And you don't be
It's like a waiting area. It's like a docking area. You know what I'm saying? It's like the meat market over there. They're just all laying around and waiting around for the day to come, bud. Do you think that, let me ask you a question, do you think that the medical system, that the medical society that we live in today, do you think that they're out there scamming on senior citizens and draining them not just with IVs, but their bank accounts as well, getting every single dollar and dime they can to fill their pockets up and fuck the small guy, you know what I'm saying?
Basically, that's it.
That's what I was thinking, because you know, you said that you were over there at the hospital, and it's not just your wife in the hospital that's sitting there dying, but there's 200 or 300 more right behind her. Am I right?
Right. And,
well, you know, Eddie, I'm just gonna throw this in. You know, we're talking about senior citizens. Am I right?
Right.
We were out there working on a car out there, and I was going to tell you about this guy, but you know what? I decided I'm going to tell you about it when we came in here. Let me show everybody the car. I'll be right back, dude, because you're not going to believe this bullshit. You won't believe this when you see it, Eddie. What we're talking about this late model Toyota car right here. Now, the car was sideswiped and it's got considerable hail damage on it. You can't see it from this distance, but what I've done to it, the owner that owns this car is actually a grandson. I was telling you and Eddie both about this other person, and what the deal is, this car had considerable hail damage. It was hail damage was very, very bad on it, and what the owner's doing, the second owner I might say, is he's fixing it in sections. Why is he fixing it in sections instead of just fixing the whole car? Why? Well, I'll tell you why. Let's go sit down with Eddie and let me explain it to Eddie as I'm explaining it to you, and you too will know why. All right, Eddie, we looked at the car over there. Now you know, we were talking about the car because you were watching me work on it, buffing it out and stuff, and we started talking about it. Let me tell you the situation about this car. I believe the guy was 83 years old that owned the vehicle, okay?
Okay.
He owns a house downtown Dallas in Highland Park. I don't know if you're familiar with Highland Park.
Oh, yes, I worked there for 8 years.
Anyway, that's the area that he lives in. He owned this car. This was his daily driver car. Back in middle summer, remember we had all that hail damage? Alright, and to take your car to a body shop, you had to get in line. They wouldn't fix it right away because there was so much work to be done that you had to get on the list and then get your car fixed. Well, the 85-year-old man turned the vehicle, or 82-year-old guy turned the vehicle into his insurance company when it happened. They went ahead and replaced the windshield on it, but they put the rest of it on hold. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, of course, all the hail damage is still on the car. Okay, in the meantime, from the hail damage and him turning into the insurance company, and present time today, the 82-year-old guy passed away. Now, he turned it into the insurance company. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yep.
It was turned in. He turned it in. They have records of him turning it in. The guy passes away, and he hands it down to his grandson. His grandson owns it now. He's fixing section at a time. Do you want me to tell you why?
Because they won't pay for it.
Because the insurance company said, fuck you. The original owner died. We don't owe you a fucking dime. Stick it in your fucking ass. We're not paying for it. The original owner passed away, and that's not our fault. That's exactly how they told that guy. The insurance company told him it's not our fault he died before his car was fixed. Tough shit.
God. That would be a lot.
The car never got fixed. The car was turned into the insurance company, and everybody in the family, or whatever you might say, got fucked. This all bases down to one thing, Eddie. Your wife dying, your wife not getting the medical help that she needs, okay? This guy with his car that turned it in before he passed away, that was driving the vehicle. This all leads up to one fucking thing, bud. Greed. Filthy, slimy greed. Ignorant, hypocritical, cocksucker, motherfucker, rich, greedy ass corporations, insurance companies, and people that don't give a fuck about me, you, or anybody else.
Man. It's like a guy I worked with down a temporary job.
What happened?
Said his wife his mother was really bad off, and they finally charged her so much for doing this and everything, and she got into hospice.
Hospice. That's basically the last chance that's the last chance place. That's the last stop before you die.
He put his mother in there. He's all proud because she was going to be there to take care of. She was there 2 hours.
Right.
2 hours.
Right.
And he's dead.
All right, let me tell you something else. Now that you brought up hospice, let me tell you about this shit, dude. Okay? We got our buddy Leon, medical system Leon out there. His brother was dying from cancer. They put him, and of course, you know, it's like your wife. She needs the IVs, she needs the medicine. They put him in the hospice, which is about 3 miles down the road from the hospital, am I right? It's a separate building. And it's supposed to be better care, like you said. And there's, you know, so Leon, just like your friend, was all happy. And he goes over there, and they haven't given him his medicine. They haven't given him no IVs. He talks to a nurse, and the nurse tells him, "That's not my job. You're talking to the wrong person." He goes up to the head nurse, and they said, "Well, that's not my patient. You'll have to find the nurse that's in charge of your brother, that patient, before he can have all his drugs administered to him." And basically, that's how they talk to you, Eddie. They treat you like a slab of fucking meat, bud.
Man.
Let me tell you something. These motherfuckers that are out there treating you people like shit, their day's coming, dude. Their fucking day is coming, okay? And they will be the ones on the fucking chair, or on the fucking bed, or on the slab table, or whatever, and they'll be the ones saying, "Why me? Why me? Why am I being treated like shit?" There's no room for forgiveness, dude. There's no room for compassion. There's no fucking room for anything but greed, filthy fucking greed. We're done with this conversation. We're finished with it. It's a bad situation about Eddie. It's a bad situation about his wife. He loves his wife with all his heart, and he's watching her die in front of his eyes, just like millions and millions of other senior citizen Americans out there that are being shit piled on and fucked in the ass because they're being treated like a slab of meat, a T-bone steak. Did that make sense with you?
Yes.
It's a fucking joke, Eddie. Yeah, I'm fucking pissed, alright? I am fucking pissed off. I'm sorry to be loud with you, Eddie. I'm sorry to lay it down that heavy. But that's what happens, dude.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
We're going to pray for your wife. Everybody that watches this will be thinking of your wife. And they'll be thinking about Eddie the van guy. And hoping and praying that everything will be better. Alright?
Every little prayer helps. Keep it going.
Adios, amigos.